Romans chapter 5 verse 10. For if when we were enemies we were reconciled to God through the death of his Son Jesus the Christ, much more having been reconciled, we shall be saved by his life. Greetings, and again, now you heard the word being read, wherein this is very important. When we were enemies of God, see the word it says, for if when we were enemies we were reconciled to God through the death of his Son Jesus Christ, much more having been reconciled we shall be saved by his life. This is the assurance we have. That means you should know when you were born into this world through your parents, father and mother, you were born as enemy of God. And we have seen the first two states, helpless sinners. Why I say? Because the sins and all the mistakes and the bad thing proliferate naturally from you. A child need to be trained in the right way. Why? Because it is because of the sinful nature, original ONS, original OSN, original sinful nature every person has when he is born. So because of that we became the enemy of God. God did not forsake us. He is a merciful God, loving God and a gracious God. He has sent his Son in these states, helpless state, sinner state, and the third state is we stand as enemies of God and he wants to rescue us into his kingdom. From the Adamic race, that is the kingdom of darkness, into his kingdom, his dear Son. So because of his death on the cross, it is a voluntary death of Jesus Christ. Nobody can kill him. Jesus knows that this is the only way and this is the will of his Father. So he accepted it willfully. He laid aside his priority and he took upon him the cross and he died there. He accepted it. But on the third day he rose again. So he tasted the death for you and me. So thus he reconciled us into his kingdom, and to Father, Son and the Holy Spirit, the Godhead, he has restored us back to the original state. And now from the enemy status, we are keep growing to become like Jesus Christ. See how great it is. The end result of receiving Jesus Christ is you will become Jesus, like Jesus, or to his similitude you will grow. That is the ultimatum and that is the end result. And you will continue to be so in eternity. That is true. In three places it says, in the Philippians and in Romans and also in 1 John chapter 3 we could see that one. That is the transformation. So our mind should be renewed and we should worship the Lord. That is the real worship of the Lord. So let us have an enlightened mind what Jesus has done and rescued us from these three states: helpless status, sinner status, and the enemies of God. So if you receive today, having heard that one, you will be the children of God and you will become like Jesus at the end. And his coming might be at any time. We are not waiting for a day, but waiting for a flickering moment. In a moment, people will be translated and they will be taken to be with Christ. That is called the rapture. There is nothing need to be fulfilled. No prophecy need to be fulfilled. That could happen at any time. So the Bible very clearly says, you prepare yourself and you prepare others for his return. And his return for the church and his return for all those who belong to him is a mystery and it is also a secret. In a flickering of a moment or in a twinkling of an eye, this will occur. This is what the Bible testifies to us. So stay blessed. with all these things and give your life to Christ.